Oh no, this can't be.
You nice. Count your fucking days. Let's talk about it. Y'all, these people, they do not like us. And they take every opportunity to show us that. We cannot blame anybody but ourselves if we continue to support these people after they show us they do not like us.
It has now been 3 months, probably exactly 91 days, since I made my TikToks talking about my experience working at Evan, New York. And Evan, New York has actually decided to respond by suing me. I was served papers yesterday, guys. So they're countersuing me because I'm suing them. That should tell you everything you need to know. We're not even going to get into this, but we're going to get into what they said on Instagram. They made a whole post, I guess, on Instagram, TikTok, everything. And I'm just going to upload it up here so y'all can read it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaya and welcome to Amaya's Unsolicited Opinions. Okay, so today we will be talking about not even my beef, hair companies' beef with black people. I'm gonna break this video down into 3 different sections. We're going to be talking about the Myel problem. We're going to be talking about the root of this issue. And then I'm going to give my dissenting opinions. And yeah, so let's jump right into it.
So like everyone knows, I've heard a lot about this Myel Organics lawsuit / controversy. I did some digging into it so that you do not have to. I'm gonna lay out all the facts, then from there, make your decision as you must. There's a lot of information and a lot of misinformation swirling around. Here's what happened. I'm gonna start from the beginning. This is Monique Rodriguez. She's the CEO and the founder of Myel Organics. From the beginning, she stood 10 toes on the fact that she wants to use healthy ingredients to make your hair, your skin, your scalp, all that healthy. Now, over the past 10 years, this company has grown like crazy, okay? She went from being a small business owner to being in retailers like CVS, Target, Sally's, Walgreens, all of them. Now, if you weren't riding with Myel from the beginning, you might have got put on when a certain Caucasian creator over here put this rosemary mint oil on her top Amazon purchase of 2022 list. This led to masses of Caucasian people buying out this oil, selling it out, and naturally the core audience was kind of irritated because it's like, why are y'all selling out an oil that was not meant for y'all? A year later in 2023, Monique sells Myel Organics to P&G. Now you might be like, P&G? I don't know that brand. Yes, you do. P&G is actually an umbrella consumer packaged goods company. So what that means is while you might go to the store and pick up some shower gel and it's not going to say P&G on the brand, it's going to say Olay on the brand, which is owned by P&G, so it's basically the same thing. I would be willing to bet that you have at least one of these brands in your house somewhere. They have brands like Bounty, Charmin, Tide, CoverGirl, Olay, Black Household Fave, Healer of All, Vicks Vapor Rub as well. But see, she sold the company under one condition, that she would still be active CEO and still would be very involved in the company. Well, here's where it starts to get a little shaky. So ever since this merger took place, women everywhere are coming forward like, hey girl, my hair's falling out in clumps. Others are like, hey girl, I have skin dermatitis now. Others are like, hey, my scalp is literally burning. Essentially accusing her of changing the ingredients in the products. Now, this is not a super far-fetched accusation. This happens all the time, especially when you're going from small business to mass producing. A lot of these larger companies are rich and are so wealthy because they keep the cost down. Not super far-fetched to change your ingredients to more low-cost ingredients, keep these big companies rich. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to encourage everyone to take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. If you Google Myel Organics 2024 lawsuit, nothing comes up. There is one Reddit thread that contains a document that is linked to a filing. I do not know the validity of this filing, but I do think that if it is real, there's a couple important things to point out because I think a lot of the information of it is not being communicated properly. Now, this is the document that comes up when you click that link in the Reddit thread, and you can see Myel Organics' name is all up and down it, but I do want to call your attention to what's going on at the bottom here. I think that the overall narrative is that Myel is being sued because their products contain cancer-containing chemicals, all these different things. However, this lawsuit particularly only calls out one product, the Myel Strengthening Shampoo, and it says the chemical that's actually in it, and it basically accuses it of being in violation of Proposition 65. Now, I did not know about Proposition 65 until I moved to LA about a year ago, and I started seeing these warning labels everywhere. Essentially, what Proposition 65 says is that there is a list of 900 different chemicals that are known to cause cancer, birth defects, reproductive issues. If your product contains one of those chemicals, you are required to put this warning label on it that says, hey, just so you guys know, before you consume it, it has this chemical in it. Essentially, the lawsuit is saying that one of their products, the shampoo, did not have this warning label on it, and so now they're being sued for not disclosing that information. Now, as of yesterday, Monique actually responded to some of these claims. She said, hey, despite what y'all think, I'm actually still very involved in the company and its operations. She says that they have not changed the ingredients of the product since the inception of the company, and that she trusts the product so much that her and her entire family uses it, and then she puts some oil on her scalp and does a little thing. Reactions to this video have been pretty mixed. They kind of fall into 3 different buckets. Bucket number 1 is, why are you reading from a script? This does not sound authentic. I do want to do a quick side note. This is Bria speaking. I think that if you're addressing a legal issue, it's very wise to actually read from a script or notes of some sort. Bucket number 2 is a lot of people that are saying like, okay, this is all great. I love to know the story and the background of your company, but you're not addressing the fact that people's hair is falling out and their scalps are itching and burning and they're getting dermatitis. Now, bucket number 3 on the other side of the spectrum is full-fledged support for Monique and for Myel Organics. A lot of people are saying that if she looked differently or if her skin color was different, that this would not even be a conversation. I'm sure we'll hear more about this soon, so I'll definitely keep you guys posted, but let me know what y'all think. Have you seen a difference in these products, or does every product just not work for everyone's hair?
So, currently, there has been some controversy surrounding Myel on the internet. Lots of black people are starting to, come out and show how Myel is starting to cause hair loss. There's people on TikTok showing the before and after, and the before is like their hair is flourishing and their curls are curling and the hair is giving what it needs to give, and then right after, their hair, like clumps of hair are coming out and spots of hair are missing. And there's a whole lot of people in the comments section talking about how this is also happening to me, and I thought it was just me, but now that everybody's saying it's this product, it's time to throw it away. So, it's time to throw it away. But there's also people in the comments section that are talking about how they haven't experienced this, which it started to create like this argumentative conversation about the brand, because as just as many people there are having this issue with their hair falling out, there is just as many people that don't have any problem. And these people are starting to make videos talking about, not even talking about, but like, in response to the people saying to throw the product away, they're doing their hair with the product. They're talking about how Myel is making their hair flourish. And some leaders are coming out and talking about how people don't understand how to take care of their hair, which is why Myel is causing their hair to fall out. And of course, now that's starting an argument in itself, because now they are accusing people of not knowing how to properly take care of their hair and do the research. And for a lot of people, that's not true. Actually, now let's get into my experience with Myel. The whole summer, I spent focusing on how to properly take care of my natural hair, figure out the porosity, figure out how it grows, figure out what oils work best with it and which do not. And in the midst of that summer, Myel was having a $7 annual sale and everything, and I had just got paid. So what did I do? Went on that website and bought at least 10 different products. I'm gonna pull up the receipt, but I believe I bought conditioner, shampoo, leave-in, hair mask, and heat protecting spray, because that's always important. And then some other stuff. I don't know. I don't think I bought the oil. I heavily used the oil before I even, went on the website and spent money on Myel. But the only reason I didn't buy the oil is because a lot of white people found it popular, and there was people saying that they're gonna switch the formula because white people found it popular, and thought it was, what we're saying, it was bad, and how they need to change it because it wasn't for their hair. And Myel specifically puts on their bottles that is for type 4 hair. So yeah, I just did not buy it. But I heavily used the rosemary mint hair oil before I even paid for all of that. And it helped my hair. I mean, my hair is good. My hair is growing. My hair is thick. It's coming down to here, and I might get a silk press this fall. But anywho, yeah, so when I was reading, when I was hearing about this, and when I was reading through comments and people were saying it was making their hair grow, I had to look up at my head and say, and then I was watching the videos of people saying how these people don't know how to properly take care of their hair. And for a lot of people, that is true. But I also think that I didn't purchase the rosemary mint hairline. I purchased the pomegranate hairline. I mean, yeah. And a lot of people were saying that specific line is not causing hair loss. So I genuinely believe that they switched that specific formula because so many people with so many different hair types were buying it and saying that it wasn't working. So they basically were like, forget about those black people. We're going to sell it to everybody. And of course, people are only going to purchase the product that is most popular. So that's probably why they only switched that specific. I feel like they only switched that specific formula because I previously used the pomegranate hairline. I've used the pomegranate hairline before. And I feel like the formula is exactly the same. It makes my hair feel moisturized. I went outside, my hair was still looking good. Maybe I'll put a picture up. And yeah, I genuinely think that due to popularity, it causes big corporations to no longer cater to their target audience. Now let's get into that. The root of the problem. These big corporations that sell hair care products to black people don't like black people. They like black people's money. These big corporations that sell to black people don't like black people. They like black people's money. I should repeat it a third time like Dr. Umar, but I'm not. So, since I'm jumping into that, let's also talk about brands like Eben and Cantu and what else? Unice, the wig company, or Unice, whatever. Everybody knows at the beginning of this year, Eben was getting ate up and canceled because they had a black woman that worked on their marketing team and treated her like garbage. So not all of us, because again, there's another problem. There are black people that don't care and continue to buy products when thousands of millions of black people are protesting. These black people get on the internet and say, as much as you guys are saying that, and as much as they said they don't like black people, I'm going to still buy from them. Sweetie, you're a slave. You're a slave. Like, do they need to slap you in the face and make you go bald for you to not understand that these people don't care about you? It's not no joke. And like at the same time, like the whole thing with Lululemon was going on and people were still saying, I'm gonna buy Lululemon. And it's like, what you don't understand is these companies do not care about you because you're black. You're not special. You're black to them. What do you mean? Like, you're over here defending the company and they're calling you all types of cotton pickers. So you already. But anywho, now the whole thing that happened with Unice was recently on Instagram. They had post some child in like, not even one, I think it was like 2 kids in this cotton outfit, and they were black. And they had posted that knowing doggone well their target audience is black women. Ooh, I sound like so like, y'all, I'm in college right now. Like, I'm a marketing major. I'm a double major, but I'm a marketing major. So, you know, you're probably hearing that marketing lingo coming from me. But yeah, they knew doggone well that the majority of people that give them money are black people, and still put out that video on Instagram showing, once again, they don't care about us. And I feel like the bigger issue, the root of the issue is I feel like a lot of these people start off as small businesses that are black people creating hair care lines and, you know, basically solving the issues of their own people. And these big corporations come in and they don't care about black people, but these small businesses need money, and this is the opportunity for them to basically create generational wealth and, you know, a better future for themselves. So of course they would take that opportunity. But now more and more of these businesses are coming out and showing their hand and saying, we don't care about you, in words, with the hard ER. And as much as we could cancel somebody for the smallest thing, like right now what's going on with Tyler. I don't like Tyler, but, you know, as much as all of us are eating her up for, you know, that whole situation with Halle Berry, when it comes to these companies, a lot of us don't know how to stand on business when it comes to that. We pick and choose who and what to stand on business with. Well, we need to be united and stand on business every single time. But anywho, let's get into my dissenting opinions. First of all, I could highly encourage you to heavily research every brand that you're putting up in your head, because I already, when it came to like relaxers and stuff, it's already coming out like that stuff is causing black women cancer and stuff like that. And I feel so uncomfortable when I see my mom like relax her hair. Like, it literally does something to my soul, because it's just like, I really hate for it to come out in the future that my mom has cancer, because she just don't listen to me. Like, she doesn't listen to guys. Like, she's sticking to the old school. She's an old school hair girl, and like all of us new school, you know, we focus on different stuff. But anywho, now, what I also encourage is that we start to actually shop from black owned brands. I understand that a lot of these black owned brands, the price is outrageous at sometimes, or the price is just a little bit more compared to, you know, a big corporation that might be having a sale. But at the end of the day, would you rather purchase a product that you know you don't have to worry about, you know, you be in the midst of doing your hair and you scroll on the internet and the CEO of that company says, "I hate you in words," and now you gotta, oh, time for me to throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, you have confidence in the hair brand that you're using. You know, when you see the brand, and as far as their PR and the people that they use to promote their brand, and how they're black, and how those black people are people of integrity and promote that product, it makes you feel more confident in what you're doing and what you're putting in your hair, and how much you respect yourself at the end of the day. And I feel like lastly, what I also encourage is shop not just hair but makeup as well. Anything that's feminine, unless it's like, you know, I still have beef. Like, I don't know if I completely trust going to hairstylists and nail stylists and brow lash stylists. But as far as makeup goes, I really appreciate how Ulta and Sephora have had like added a section to the front of their website speaking about how like, not even speaking about, but it's just a whole section saying like, if you like black owned brands and you want to purchase from black owned brands, here you go. And they have like Fenty, Win Beauty, what else? They have TLB. I don't think they sell TLB, but it's at Target. Also, Target has a section. And you know what else? Juvia's Place. That's my wife. But anywho, yeah, just, you know, let's have some more decorum. Let's be demure. Let's respect ourselves. And give me your opinions in the comment section. Like, how is your experience with Myel? Because I hate for one day I wake up and be bald under my bonnet. But yeah, that was it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a beautiful